submissions.
The dead speak.
The dead speak.
So fun fact, I'm sitting in the chair that makes everyone look really big, and I look normal. It really should be my spot.
Yeah. Because when you sit in Dave's spot, then you look small. Like you look like you're far back.
In my spot?
It does not to ruin it.
Dan's spot.
It does
Dave.
look like
You
Nick
said
and,
Dave. I was very.
I said Dan, but I think it was.
Sure.
Dave have to be
I
separate.
tried.
I can go by Dave if
What?
that makes you
It looks
happy.
like
No.
you two have to
Too
be
many
on the
Daves.
last wall, like
Be a
only
Dan.
you two can't get along.
Oh yeah,
In
no.
a world
There's
of
the last
Daves,
wall.
be a Dan.
I like
Please, they just want to hold
I just wanna. Billy.
Well, you're a Dan.
Yes, Brian?
A Dan.
Did anyone get a haircut this week?
No.
I didn't.
No, I desperately need a haircut.
So do
I
I.
haven't. Yeah.
Styling.
Yeah, I just kind of toss it around a little bit.
I
No.
had the tousled look right now.
Tousled, yeah, it's
Oh.
more
What
tousled.
happened? Oh, it was that.
Tousle my salad.
Oh, yeah, that holiday.
I've been desperately trying to go see Cats, but it just keeps on not working out.
That's probably for the best.
I
No.
want to see that litter box movie so bad.
I know. I'll invite you when we go see. We're probably gonna see it either Thursday or Friday. See, everybody's busy.
You only spend $5. Oh yeah, you're doing the game thing tomorrow.
I'm doing the game
Say
thing
you only
tomorrow.
spend
I'm
$5
like I do every New Year's.
I'm free on Thursday.
Okay, cool.
I'm free on Friday.
All right. Well then, let's.
After 6.
Wonderful.
Sam won't see it with him. He gets these ideas that movies are bad, so we shouldn't spend money to see them.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
I was about to get on that horse, but I guess I'll just let it be.
What? You want
Probably
to watch
should.
Cats with us?
No, I was gonna get on the horse of like, it's a terrible movie, don't go see it and reinforce.
I'm pretty sure. I'm calling it right now. As Cats is the actual new Rocky Horror. I'm calling that right now.
That's possible.
Like
Okay.
that's what's gonna happen. Cats is gonna.
But the
like,
thing is, people-
Cats is not going to
People
leave
want to
theaters
watch
just like it
Rocky
never.
Horror. People want to watch The Room.
Rocky Horror also
I want
was.
to watch Cats.
Rocky
Oh,
Horror was
boy.
a failure, whereas Cats has already made $6 billion. Like its
No.
opening weekend. Yeah.
What?
$6 billion.
How did it make $6 billion on its opening weekend?
Everyone wants to
Why
see
are you
it.
lying to me
Why would I lie?
about this?
I don't know, it just
I
sounds
know,
like
you're
something
trying
you
to
definitely
deceive
put
me.
out of your ass.
You know what? You can't lie to a bear, or you can't trick a bear.
What?
That's what it is.
You definitely can't lay down in front of a bear.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I've been watching his Dark Materials.
Adam Higgins says hello, by the way, Nick.
Adam Higgins, how's he doing?
He's good. He's a new
Is he
audience.
watching?
I don't think so, unless
Oh.
he's logged on. But
Too many damn Higgins. I know an Adam Higgins.
It's probably Improv Adam Higgins. Improv everywhere. Yeah, that's Adam Higgins.
New
Okay.
Orleans.
Yeah.
We keep in touch every now and then.
Hey.
Welcome, Dan. I'm sure you know what's going on.
Yes?
Excited?
Yes.
It's gonna be awesome.
Hell yeah.
Very excited. Very awesome.
Get psyched. Wreck shit.
Ah.
I'm sorry, I was wrong. It was 6.5 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a difference
Right.
between there's a difference between an
one
M and a
letter.
babe,
See,
and that difference is 31 years.
Because to me,
It was like the
there's-
most successful film of all time, and we weren't aware of it.
I feel like we know.
to me that it's such a big amount of money that it literally means nothing to me.
Right. Well, I just saw a statistic today. Like, if you break it down, 1 million seconds is 11 days.
Okay,
1 billion seconds is 31 years.
that's what you meant by 32 years.
Yeah. So that's
I
how
like that.
that's how different they are.
And it only takes a minute and a half to microwave a hot pot.
But, you know,
Live your best life.
25,600 minutes.
I mean, you could enjoy that.
Yes, please.
We're talking about musicals.
You have
I
4 minutes to eat that
cannot-
chickpea salad.
Yeah.
I can do it.
Everybody, let's watch Liv eat.
Do it.
That's diarrhea.
It's gonna be. Why would it be diarrhea?
No, I was talking about
Oh.
Jason running.
Yeah, he must also go to the neighborhood restaurant like I go to quite often.
Diarrhea.
When you're sliding.
You're not in the jar. Brian, move over so you're in the jar.
I'll do what I damn well please.
He's getting sassy.
Yeah,
This camera is still weird. Like if
Brian's
they
captain
want
now.
to see my hands,
Yeah.
I have to like.
Can you move the?
And I
Oh.
want to see myself. I just want to see myself.
Talk about
Is that better?
narcissist.
I can never see myself because the light is always in the way of my monitor.
Hey, have you guys played
Don't mess
any?
with the cameras. It's never good.
No.
Okay.
I've been playing a lot
Bye.
of Civilization 3.
Civ 3. Oh wow.
Yeah, right.
It cost me $5.
You guys, as
That's a
a
good price.
real nerd who will read a book every now and then,
Why?
I don't know, I got nothing else better to do. I highly suggest
Witcher?
that fucking let me finish a fucking sentence.
Never.
God damn it, Nick. For fucking once.
Full of beans today.
I don't even care anymore.
No,
anyway, I hope everyone's having a great time out there.
Dear,
Yeah, reach for me.
what was your
Reach
book?
for me by
What's your
reaching
book
away from me.
recommendation? You selfish son of a bitch.
Look, I mentioned it to Harry, who was on the show a little bit ago.
Oh, get out of here! Get out of here!
The best computer RPG that I have played in maybe, 5-6 years is a little game called Disco Elysium, where you play a brain damaged detective who is an alcoholic, and you deal with like the fallout of his crazy behavior, and like he's constantly like,
I'm gonna do
it's so good and so well written.
I heard it's
parts
just
of your
brilliant.
personality speak to you, right? And like you're constantly arguing with facets of your own psyche, which is like so
Make Me Write a
good.
Song?
Is it
It's
a
so
game
well
or a-
written.
Hello, Make Me
It's
Write
a
a Song.
game,
We are
but it's
getting
a
ready to
game
play
written
in
like a
1
book.
minute this fanciful game.
It's a game written like a book, a la Planescape Torment, for all my fellow super nerds out there on the internet.
Yeah, I was reading about it. It
Just
sounds
me?
like a good book.
I
It
have
sounds
a
like
Maybe it'll
report
make
of
me write.
BioWare's Neverwinter Nights on my phone.
Yes, me too. I actually love those games. Neverwinter Nights is the hack and slash equivalent, but like they are still really, really good. They are
Running around
classics.
with currently a level 17 dwarf monk.
Oh, nice.
Pretty fucking great.
Yo, that fucking engine, man. That fucking engine would not die. It was called the Infinity Engine, and it just cranked it out. I'll still, to this day, I'll go to the mat for Baldur's Gate 2, Shadows of
30 seconds. Nicely done.
Till Mars.
Till we are live. Jared.
What about a Disney cover band called 30 Seconds to Cars?
That's him, right? Who's in that band?
Yeah. Sure.
30 Seconds to Mars.
Is that Jaredito?
Yep.
Yes. Hey, do you guys think canine veterinarians should be called doctors? I think they should.
Yes.
Be too close
Well,
to dog.
I've had
They
enough.
already
I'm
are.
going home. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
And if you have a dog that's a female, that's your doctor.
Yeah,
Sounds
You
like
don't choose.
real bitch.
A dog nurse?
Nurse. Sucked.
All right, here we are. It is 7:30.
I did it.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to No Dice on the Sexy Hackers Stream Team. Sexy snackers, if you're out there eating some snacks. Well, my name is James Boland. I am back in the Game Master seat for this week. We have a fantastic adventure that is improvised here for your enjoyment. I've got Nick.
Oh, that's me!
I've got Dave Lane.
Oh, he's over there!
I've got Liv Shircel over here.
I'm over here.
And our very special guest for tonight is Dan Pappas.
Sometimes called Dave, but that's incorrect.
Oh, wow. One time you hear me say a different name, Liv. God damn it. Hey, and we got Brian on the keys.
Hey, that's me.
And Snarf is back in the
Lots of
Hot
magic.
seat.
in his pit.
I like to think he's in the belly of that robot.
Yep. He is in the Bit Monster's loins.
Who does that bit monster's hungry for some bits?
Oh, bits. Okay, so we are here, and we're gonna play some No Dice. If you ever watched No Dice, we are an improvised a show where we take all the fun things about Dungeons and Dragons and remove all the math and just have fun with a good story and some good characters. We're gonna go on an hour-long adventure. Last week, we came up with the location of in a spooky farmhouse versus a very big rabbit. And we're gonna get some characters for our players to play with. But do you want to do like? I mean, like I don't know, like do you do the theme song like now or?
No, I usually explain what's happening.
Okay, good. And then we get into it. Okay, so I've been a little bit rusty.
You know what? Here's a little pro tip.
Yeah.
I have done I've found it very useful to do all the preamble shit, song, and then very dramatic open.
Yep.
After the song, because it's
Okay.
a dirge.
Yep.
You know, just like a silence.
So we're gonna need, if you're in the chat, if you're watching, we're gonna need some help. So the performers, the players tonight, are all gonna be, they're family, they're related, and they are.
I knew it.
What?
No, what are they?
They're members of Peter Cottontail's extended family.
They're rabbits.
Oh, are we rabbits?
Oh, rabbits.
You are rabbits.
Rabbits.
You are rabbits.
No one knows Tharn.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know who read Watership Down, but
Oh, I sure did.
yeah.
Yeah.
I call Usagi Yojimbo.
I call Pereira Brew.
I read the Wikipedia, and even that was too sad for me to spend more time on.
Yes, for sure.
Too
That's a good
scary.
show. The Netflix series was also pretty good.
Beth Lewinsky has a great story, improviser in Milwaukee, about how she used to keep rabbits as a kid
Oh.
and show them at the state fair. And one of her teachers recommended that book
What
to
an
her
idiot.
because she liked rabbits. But that person didn't know anything about the book except for it was about rabbits, and it was a very disastrous.
Very ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Very ridiculous. Okay, so what we're gonna need is Nick. Peter Cottontail has a whole bunch of family members. So there's Flopsy and Mopsy and Cottontail.
Yeah, sure, yeah, why not?
Right. But they all sort of have a little bit of a quirk. One's really likes this thing or that thing. So what do you want to inspire your rabbit relative of Peter Cottontail?
Do I ask? You wanted me to ask a question?
Yeah,
Okay.
ask the audience
All right.
what do you want.
Okay, so this is a farm, yes.
Yes.
And
Mr.
so-
McGregor's farm. Yes.
Mr. McGregor.
It's-
Are we farmers?
No, you're rabbits.
Rabbits,
Oh,
yeah.
We're rabbits. on
You're
the
rabbits that live close to Mr. Ewan McGregor's farm.
Okay, we're like Secret of Nim style. We just do rabbit shit all day.
You're rabbits.
Okay.
farm. All right. Give me an Ewan McGregor character
I love him so much.
that he played in a movie.
I literally wanted to play a Ewan McGregor character. I literally
Fine.
almost said.
Give David an Ewan McGregor
no.
character. Here's what you
Just
can
let me
give
do
me.
what I want.
Here's what you can give me. If one of the other rabbits ever knocked themselves unconscious and went to Oz, what would my character be?
Dan Torrance. Nice
So you're an-
animation.
Wait, so Dan Torrance is that a character?
No, that's the Ewan McGregor character. I'm not taking that. What I'm going to take,
That's
because somebody made it. What I'm going to take is when one of the other rabbits knocks their head and goes to the magical land of Oz, and there is a one-to-one character comparison
my
to
God,
all the
that's
people in Oz.
like the farmhands are.
Like the
that
farm
was
hands
really
are all
the
things in
man.
Oz.
Yeah. That's a pretty convoluted ask.
It is not.
If
anybody
anybody
had
would it be like a Tin Man lion sort of thing?
Yeah, one of those.
All right.
So what's the question, Nick? I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Just
that's-
what Wizard of Oz character is his rabbit?
I would say him.
Is that
Yeah, what was your character would my rabbit be?
There you go. Red from Train Spotting.
Renton from Train. Which one's Renton?
That's that's
You
the
think
one
I
I wanted.
Okay, so pause. I'm
Dan
gonna
Torrance.
pause, chill. Okay, so Dave, your character is Renton the Rabbit.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Renton the Rabbit.
So you don't have to play the rules for me. That's fine. Okay.
I know. I'm trying to cut through this fucking chaos. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
So you're Renton the Rabbit from Trainspotting, and you're Dan Torrance, and I don't know that reference.
From
So
Dr.
Son of a
Sleep.
writer, I believe.
Because he.
yeah,
he's-
you're a writer. You're a writer who also is really into the internet and likes to torrents thing because that's enough of a reference that I can get that.
Writer,
It's-
drug addict.
Writer, drug addict.
Gotcha.
So you're Dan the Rabbit. You're Renton the Rabbit.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's good. We did it.
Shining situation.
Yeah, but Renton
Okay,
is drug addict.
so Nick is Dan, the writer of the family.
All right.
Obi-Wan
Writer
Kenobi's
then?
good. Obi-Wan Kenobi
Yeah,
is real
So,
good.
all right. So all the rabbits are Ewan McGregor characters.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
What if we're
sure.
all Ewan McGregor characters?
Yes. Okay. So
Because
you're
he's so
Renton,
good.
the drug addict rabbit.
Okay.
Because these are all family members of Peter Rabbit.
We all
so,
have the same
Of
nose.
course,
On the Ewan McGregor farm.
There's a writer that obviously in every family there's a writer. There's a drug addict in every family. Okay. So.
Oh, fucking.
Dan, I'm just gonna say it. You're Obi Bun. You're Obi Bun, and so you're the recluse of the family.
Yeah.
The word rabbit guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
That's
this
good.
is written as drug addict.
Yeah. Okay, so that's
drug
good.
rabbit.
You're the recluse, Obi
He's called
Bun.
Ben.
And then
Bun. Call
what
me Bun.
quirk does Liv's character have in the rabbit family? Like, this is an extended family. They're coming together for a rabbit reunion. What would Liv's character have as a quirk in the chat there? Okay, so this has already gone in a much different direction than I thought, which is great. This is very good. Okay, so you're the
That show.
Yeah.
I don't know what that show is.
Okay, so you're
What, The Island? You know about the movie The Island?
yeah. Okay. Long way around. Okay. So you're the biker rabbit,
Cool.
named actual Ewan.
Damn.
Actual Ewan.
Yeah, please, for the love of God, be Moulin Rouge, Ewan McGregor, James. You need to be.
I'm just saying, you'll have to
Ooh,
sing.
with a carrot allergy.
Okay, you also have a carrot allergy.
Tragic.
Yeah.
Tragic.
No
That's
carrots
great.
for me.
That's great. Thank you for all those wonderful suggestions.
awesome.
Just a little bit of review. So these are the characters. We have Dan Torrance, the rabbit, who is the writer. The
Renton
of the
rabbit.
family. And then Renton, the drug addict. Biker rabbit.
Actual Ewan.
Actual Ewan. And Obi Bun, who is the recluse.
Old Bun, we
of
call
the
him.
family. Okay.
Oh, you mean old Ben Bun Kenobi?
Yeah.
All right. I think that's.
Say his name. I'm not-
You're looking at me like I'm stupid.
All right,
No,
Brian.
I'm
I'm not
getting
gonna
my
steal
joke
it.
back by repeating it.
I made
All right,
it
Brian, are
better.
you ready for the theme song?
Sure.
Let's get into this bad boy.
I disagree.
How do we want to do it today? Do we want some classic? Do we want to? We're on a farm.
Do it
right?
like Moulin Rouge.
Do it like a farm, like a dun 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 dun. Yeah.
Oh, like a
Yeah.
oh,
that's
like
good.
a western.
Like a western, yeah, sure.
Come bring men and
Women all gather here inside this hall. Market to adventures call and lead to its rise. Broken maidens, fair barbarians in fur underwear. You can play most anywhere when you're playing with no doubt. No dice, no fire and ice, there arrows fly and swords slice. There's honor, blood, and sacrifice that never any cost. Play into the night, imaginations will take flight. You call us nerds, you're goddamn right.
And we just got some bits.
Oh yeah! Bits and 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 bits.
Got some bits.
Oh, Dan, don't worry about learning all this weird shit we do.
No, we could have used that hour I was here before we started to catch me up on all of that stuff. But
Way more fun this way.
Yeah.
If anyone subscribes, there's going to be a song that you probably know.
Oh, sure, yeah.
You'll figure it out.
Everybody knows that
It's more
song.
enjoyable like watching it when the guest is like.
They're just totally lost. You know, they're just trying their best to hang
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
way
they're
better.
like clinging to the lifeboat of the show. Like,
Yeah.
please, don't leave me alone on the internet.
So you four cousins of Peter Cottontail have lived.
Oh, that's a better get. Sorry. I just thought of a better question to ask everybody.
Let's start over.
All right, let's go back.
Thank you
all the way
for
there.
interrupting as well, Nick. I'm so glad that you remembered.
I love it so
I
much.
thought your question
Never
was
mind,
just
it wasn't
so
like
good.
he was framing the scene or anything. So we're all cousins of Peter Cottontail, right? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, you're all cousins of Peter Rabbit, the Peter Cottontail,
They all fall.
and you live adjacent to a vegetable garden of the notoriously bad-tempered Mr. McGregor, and this happens to be during the winter solstice. The darkest day of the year. You have eaten up most of your stores of food, and you have been sending out emissaries to the garden to see if you can gather up any stray carrots and potatoes. What?
I just started playing Mash apparently.
Oh, So, now my train of thought is gone. So you have been sending out cousins for days and they have not returned.
That way. Maybe that way.
Yeah, like trying to like go to the garden
Yeah.
and get food because you're running out of food and it's the dead of
Are
winter.
they coming in on their helicopter now and we're like rushing out?
Yep. You're all running there.
Stretchers of.
There's shots of everybody. And you are the last four left of the cousins that are on the McGregor farm. There's cousins all over the landscape, but you're the last four within a 100-mile radius.
I want to add that my character is always shivering, and it's not because it's winter.
Okay, that makes sense. So there you are, huddled in this cave of yours. You have what is your character wearing? Because they have like one has like a vest, the other has like a hat or like what?
My character's wearing a cardigan
Yeah.
and a scarf
Okay.
and a beret.
And a beret. Very good. Very good. Renton, what is your
It's a
character?
very ill-fitting tank top that like makes him. It looks like he's always kind of. You ever seen like an animal when they put on clothes and it's not fitting them?
Like it's blousy on you?
Yeah. No, it's not.
Blousy
It's
tank
not
top,
too big.
or
It's too tight.
Oh.
No, it's way too tight. His whole chest, bird chest. He's got a bird chest, and just shivering the day is and constantly is mentioning, "I'm all out of skag.
That
I
skag
gotta
is-
score some skag."
You're more worried about skag because skag suppresses your appetite, so you're really not that hungry.
Yeah, I know what I'm hungry for. It's
Yeah.
more skag.
Just spinach or what is it?
I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll let the plot bubble a little before.
Okay.
before we serve it
What
up.
is your character wearing? Obi Bun.
Well, obviously, it's a slightly oversized brown and eggshell bathrobe
Bathrobe.
with a hood.
Yeah, a bathrobe with a hood. I like it. Very good. And biker rabbit.
Leather jacket,
Yeah.
leather gloves without fingers.
Oh, nice. And that's it. Great.
Yup, no pants for me. I'm Winnie the Pooh in it.
Yeah, absolutely. Nobody has pants, by
Yes,
the way.
I was gonna say. I would
Nobody
please stipulate that.
It really bothers me watching or reading children's books when the logic of the anthropomorphic animals and also the clothing doesn't match up. It
Yeah.
really bothers me.
Like Goofy is a dog with a dog.
Yes.
And like,
Uh.
what the? Wait, what?
Yeah, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of books that are just like, get your fucking
Well,
logic
Goofy's
straight.
a dog supremacist.
Yeah.
Oh, now I understand.
Okay,
It's
so
all
It's
legitimate.
kind of,
Yeah.
It's
Maybe nobody else knows that Goofy's a dog, and that's why he doesn't quite fit in,
Yeah, he's a
and
big
he's
Goofy
just
dude.
trying to pass.
Okay.
so Goofy's the original Chicken Boo.
Yes.
Gosh.
All right, here we go. So you're there, and you're trying. You have to decide what. Carrots on the biker's jacket. Dilly pickles. That is definitely.
It's ironic because carrots will kill me,
Yeah, that's right. They're dangerous.
but I'm not
So
afraid of
badass.
death.
So badass.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you're in this. You're in your hovel, your little hole there. It's got hay and stuff like that, and it's got a little mantle and a fireplace. Because those things happen in children's stories.
Not a mantle, please.
Yeah, a mantle, but there's just a
Never
real
gotten
small
there.
fire, and you're all standing behind it, and you have to figure out what to do.
I say we go get some skag. You guys know where I can score some skag? I try to score some skag off my compatriots. Please roll for me to see
if there's
they have any skag.
Any skag in the house.
No. Oh.
I have skag, but not for him.
That's not for.
Not for Renton Rabbit.
Really was hoping I could score some skag. If only my other boys were here, like Ugly Boy and
Yep. That's he got hit by the tractor.
Yeah.
And his face is kind of sunken in.
yeah.
But he's gone. He was the first to leave. He hasn't returned in 4 days.
Oh, Begbie's gone too.
Begbie.
He's a quarrelsome rabbit.
Yeah, he fights a lot, and he's been gone for 3 days.
Oh, probably killed a deer or something. He's a fighter.
Maybe.
Took my last.
So
bit of
skag has been asked for and has not been given.
Well, what are we gonna do about this, guys? All right. Look, there's clearly a quest here where we need to find some skag.
Well, it seems to me we're all gonna die anyway. So we might as well all go together to get some food and maybe find what's left of her family.
Yeah, I bet they had skag too.
Nobody's got any fucking skag.
I'm sorry. I'm just invested.
That's what they call an investment.
Obi-Bun.
Well, I've been pretty annoyed that you are all hanging out with me lately, and if we can all go out and you three die and I'm left alone, I'll be happy. So sure, let's go find your skag.
Alone in the wilderness, just like the old man always wanted. Traveling, single file.
To hide his numbers.
Yeah.
Can we wait a minute? Because I still got 100 words yet for my day. I'm plugging away.
Sure, go ahead. I'm just gonna sharpen my my bronze knuckles.
Bronze knuckles.
That's-
Pause.
Yeah, my bronze paw knuckles.
That's cool.
I'm hunting and pecking on a life-size, human-sized typewriter.
Well, I'm gonna go to the
You're
toilet
having
and
Richard
fall
take
in
a
and have a separate adventure that resolves itself very rapidly.
So you fall in the toilet, and let's see if you drown or not. You don't drown, but you're deprived of enough oxygen where you hallucinate that you go on an adventure with Mary Poppins, but it's a rabbit. It's Mary Hoppins.
Okay.
And I just thought of that on the spot. I feel pretty proud. Thank you. You like get in her little bag and you go on an adventure and you meet these orphan kids and save them from malaria. And that all resolves itself nicely and you wake up and you're just wet from head to toe.
Yeah, disgusting, just covered in toilet
Shivering,
water.
but not from the water,
Not
the
from
cold.
the weather.
From the withdrawal.
From the withdrawal.
It's always the withdrawal.
The deep drug withdrawal.
Brenton, you smell like shit. Where have you been for the past 3 days?
The toilet?
He's very honest.
Sorry.
Oh, that's a Mary Poppins reference?
Yes.
Good. I've never seen the movie. 3 days apparently have passed via biker logic.
I've got another 1,500 words down.
I'm even more hungry for skag than I was yesterday or the day before.
So there is now no food in the larder because you have a larder because it's Peter Rabbit.
Right.
All the food has been eaten up.
I go to my secret compartment for hermits and
Okay,
pull out.
Let's see if there's anything in there, if it's been stolen. There is nothing in there. It's been stolen. Someone of the four has stolen your secret hermit stash.
Stash of what?
Well, it was food.
You're holding out?
I'm not certain that he said this out loud. I feel like he was telling it to us in confidence as players.
No,
to maintain the picture of the scene.
Let's see if
I
he
don't
said
think
it out loud.
that he would say, "Oh, I'll go to my secret now. Goodbye." Excuse me.
Let's see if he said it out loud, because recluses always think they're alone. He did not say it out loud, so nobody else knows about this. He goes to his secret little stone compartment where he kept some corn, and it's all gone.
Corn.
Not skag.
I love
Yeah, that
corn.
weird ancient weapon from his old friend that he's supposed to give to his son, but he hasn't seen the kid in a while, so.
Made it
It's
promised
probably-
to him before the dark times.
Yes.
Before the winter.
Well, I immediately forgot my accent, so I'm not going to do that anymore.
That's fine.
But I'm very disappointed that my food is gone, and I'm very suspicious.
It was just generic old person accent. You could just go back to
Okay,
it.
well, yeah, we'll come back to it.
Yeah.
I'll figure
Maybe
it
it's
out.
It's like, I'm old guy.
Maybe there's like your real voice that you
If you need help, I'll help you by coming into mine. Spin a wee bit.
You got you found a little skag on the floor.
Yeah.
And you got,
Ooh, it's back, baby.
and it turns you into the accent.
hit you with your paw.
Yeah.
Could you read an excerpt of your novel that you're writing?
It's gibberish. I
neither
don't know how to
You're a medical
read
textbook.
nor write.
It's just
Do you speak rabbit?
It's just letters typed and very neat little paragraph blocks. But it's like XQZ, YYY, XXZZ, QQ,
Yeah.
TTT, YYZZ.
Mostly in smell.
Okay, so using Dilly Pickle's suggestion in a different way, the door slams open, and there is your cousin Jessica Rabbit, emaciated, and looks like has been starved for quite a long time. She has been gone for a while.
Jessica, you look great.
This happens when she walks.
Help! Help! Please!
What is it, Jessica? And I catch her as she falls to the floor.
The farmhouse! It's evil! We need your help!
All right, we'll do it.
Ah, shite, we're being colonized by wankers again. Really nailing this train spotting reference thing, by the way.
With yeah, exactly. With her last breath, she says, "It's huge. It's monstrous. It's evil. Mr. McGregor has gone too far." And that's what she sounds like. She's hoarse from being dehydrated, and has had a lack of sleep. She had huge bags in her eyes, and she says, "I die now."
Good.
And she falls.
Good.
In the arms
One
of
less
family.
mouth to feed.
I die in the arms of family. Please, you're our only hope. Where's the? Oh, yeah, that's.
Only
she
hop?
Looked, yeah. Oh fuck, that would have been better. You're our only hop. Obi Bun, you're our only hop.
Oh no! Whatever will happen to her daughter, Baby Dawn? No, not Baby Dawn! Didn't anyone else watch Train Spotting?
Not really.
Like 10 years ago.
It's just me, Irvin Welsh. She made a goddamn masterpiece.
Yeah, it's good.
You wrote the book phonetically.
It's good.
So let's go.
If only Tommy were here. He doesn't hang out anymore after I watched his sex tape.
All right, so
That I do remember.
yes. So Biker Rabbit gets on her gloves and lays down Jessica Rabbit neatly on the family bed because there's just one big rabbit bed, and out into the. Although it's only like 2 inches for the rabbits, it's like trudging in the snow.
Hey, can we use the bike?
Well, can we?
You have a bike? Because I want to attach
Yeah, I
I want to
got
attach my sidecar to her bike because I do have a sidecar to that bike.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, you do.
You know what? And because you can keep writing. in your-
It's absolutely a bunny-sized bike.
Yeah, it's a bunny-sized bike for sure. Let's just see. Yep. It's a bunny-sized bike that has chains on it on the tires for the snow. And there's a trailer.
Winter motorcycle.
Yeah, it's a winter motorcycle. And there's a little
Got
trailer on
extra
the
big
back.
tires.
Yeah.
No, we just put skis into the front of it. Just right next to the front tires.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, why not?
All
We
sorts
figured
of
it out
cute.
logistically. It's perfect.
Nobody's gonna come back and say, "Well, how did they get that bike to go on the snow?"
Well, no, they definitely won't because we figured it out.
Excuse me, this strains believability.
Yeah. Exactly. But that's what happens with kids' books. There's like,
Yeah.
Anyway,
I understand.
yeah.
I also
Okay.
take off my beret and I put on my little bike helmet with little goggles.
Okay. What do you put? Do you put anything on for your? Because you're gonna ride in the. There's a little trailer in the back too.
Not gonna take the speeder.
I probably just
Tie
tie the rope. I don't want it flying open and you seeing all the old bunny bits.
Okay. Yep. So you tie up your robe. Anything for you, Renton?
I'll take off my tank top and make a crude mask out of it.
Nice.
You know, to stay warm. You'd lose most of your heat
Like
through
through your
head.
mouth.
This isn't a train spotting reference. It's just a real survival tip.
Yep.
Okay,
right.
so you look like a ragtag group. They're about 100 feet away from the hole is the gate to the McGregor's farm, and it is open. It is, and you see Mrs. McGregor taking out the trash.
There's the old bag.
Yeah, she's
That sexy old bag.
I don't know. That got me good.
What? I'm a baldy.
Yeah, I know.
She's a different kind of skag I'm looking at.
So the door to the gate is open, and as you're driving, she starts coming around, and it's the ubiquitous shot of the door, shot of the Mrs. McGregor, shot of the motorcycle going. Will you guys make it before the door is blocked by Mrs. McGregor? We will see. You punch it, and boom! You slide into the doorway as she is oblivious to you. This bike.
But you're doing Bugs Bunny.
And the door closes behind you as you slide behind the wood pile in the garden. In the middle of the garden, you see there is a very large scarecrow that is the Cottontails. It's an enemy of the Cottontails because, despite its name, it doesn't scare the crows away. It actually attracts the crows, which the crows then attack the rabbits. But the scarecrow looks a bit different. There is a glow to the eyes, as if they're like red floating orbs. And
shit, you guys, it's the Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers.
As a writer, you know all the pop culture references we don't understand.
That's a Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, he's a Jeepers Peepers or whatever he said.
Yeah, my writing friend told me about that one.
Yeah, no, he's a writer. He's real well known.
So the scarecrow's in the middle there, and there are a couple of large scarecrows.
Large crows or large scarecrows?
Just crows and the scarecrow, but the scarecrow's got these sort of like glowing red eyes. You're back behind the woodpile, which is a safe haven for all sorts of kinds of rodents, mice and squirrels and chipmunks and such.
At this moment, when I see the crows, can I take my goggles off and be like, "Careful, everybody! Looks like we got a murder."
Yeah.
Jesus, yeah, what's perfect?
Thank you, Mary Rose.
I say there's 3 large crows.
3, yeah.
So I'm like, all right, everyone, be cool and be quiet. And I take out a switchblade and I open it.
Yeah.
It's very shiny, and I chuck it.
Oh,
so
no!
it's in their line of sight, so they can see the shiny and they fly away.
Like magpie it.
Yeah.
Are you trying to throw it at the scarecrow or just throw it in a different direction?
I'm trying to throw it so that they go away.
Okay, I like that. That's cool.
Thanks, I'm cool.
Okay, so as you throw it, it doesn't go past them. It actually lodges right in the chest of one of the scarecrows.
Oh shit!
And it's like, and then like, I mean, it's I don't know, like physics logic of like a rabbit throwing a knife in it, whatever. It kills it,
Yeah.
and it falls down and smashes on the ground in front. And the crows sort of like flock around it, and they grab it, and they start lifting it up, and they start taking it away. The knife falls out to the ground, and blood is sort of like pouring from the crow as it leaves a red trail on the snow as they carry it away.
Magic! I very quickly say, "Oh, perfect." That's just another fun fact. Crows do actually hold funerals.
Yeah, that's true. They do.
They have
They
grudges.
Yeah.
Generational grudges.
Yep. Please continue with this.
Broken.
Pause. We're gonna take a pause here. Anything on there, Snarf? We gotta. Is it the feed broke?
No, they just get commercials when they don't.
I see. Here we go.
Guess you gotta
Okay.
subscribe. I
So
guess.
we are at the halfway point. I'll give a little bit of a recap for those people who were popping in thread. Nick's character is Dan Torrance the Rabbit. He is a writer. These are all cousins of Peter Rabbit that live very close to Mr. McGregor's farm. Their rabbits cousins have gone missing, and they are going out to find them. So we got Dan Torrance the writer. We have Renton the Rabbit, the drug addict. We have Biker Rabbit, who is actually named Actual Ewan.
Actual Ewan.
But
that's
everybody's
right.
called her Biker Rabbit. And then we have Obi Bun, who is
Kenobi.
Yeah. And they are going in Mr. McGregor's farm to try to garden to try to find food, but they were just sort of almost attacked by a sentient or sentinel scarecrow that had turned alive when the magic came in. There is an opening now to the back door of the farmhouse. The farmhouse is the darkest day of the year. There's some snow on the ground. It's very the cloud cover is pretty thick, so it has a sort of a heavy feeling to the air, and there's a smell coming from the farmhouse that's sort of acrid, old, almost like rotting flesh. Not Mr. McGruber's farm. That would be. They would
explode.
They would. It would
just explode with a panther ground.
Either that, or they would just grow celery. If you get that reference, when he puts the celery stick in his butt.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
It's a good movie. Okay. Okay, so we're back there. The door is open. The murder scarecrow has just chopped off the head of one of the chipmunks and is dismembering it as it rants to itself about evil rodents stealing.
Somewhere far away, Simon and Theodore are bawling their eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, when you killed that crow, somewhere far away, some young man avenging the death of his loved one just dropped dead. It's very sad.
It is.
Yeah, the 90s.
Nice work done.
Why wouldn't it be with him? Just hanging out with a scarecrow.
I don't know, got
like
bored.
a dick.
Okay.
Anyway.
So the door is open. You've ditched your motorbike behind the wood pile, the safe haven for rodents. If you've ever been on a farm, you know that's the hangout.
Yeah, that's where
You know, guys, this isn't so bad. I'm kind of enjoying it. I feel like for the first time ever, I'm getting high on life.
Do you immediately throw up and shit yourself?
Let's roll and see. Let's roll and see if in the middle of that sentence I throw up and shit myself.
You're really constipated because when you don't have skag, actually helps you stay regular.
I stay regular. Yeah.
When you don't have skag, you get
That's
backed
something
up.
I do remember from the movie.
What? Here's the thing.
3 buckets.
You guys know all this shit about crows. What is the name of the little pellets that rabbits poop out that they eat? Because rabbits don't eat food. They eat food and then they eat the first pass of their poo. There's a special word for it.
I don't know.
Wait, what?
Yeah, and rabbits eat
No,
their food
this
twice.
is horse. What? No.
Rabbits, gastrointestinal, they have to eat their food twice.
It's like a cow.
Wikipedia,
except it has to
ladies and
shit it
gentlemen.
first.
You're on the internet.
Is
You
it
understand.
cut, like in cow?
No.
I don't think it's cut because it goes all the way through and then they poop it out.
Do you know what it's called?
No, I don't. I'm trying to remember. I'm
Okay.
hoping
So
the crow nerds would know.
Let's not worry about that because we only have a half an hour left.
I'm
And that's
worried about
very
that.
important.
I'm of an age where I would think that I would know this already. and
Okay,
that
the
makes
door
me
is
not like
open,
rabbits.
and you see that the tail of the farm dog as it runs out and it begins sniffing around the perimeter of the garden, which the woodpile is on the far end of the perimeter of the garden. The door is still open.
So we're still in the woodpile. Now the door's open and the dog's coming at us.
Coming around the perimeter, so it's like going around, sniffing around. That's
What
his
kind of
job.
dog is this?
It's a farm dog, so it's kind of like a mutt.
Alright.
It is a mutt.
It's just called fecal pellets.
All right.
Nice.
But I was listening.
Sexy hackers believe it's called Cicatrope? Cicatrope? I don't know. It's in the
That's
chat.
what Wikipedia says. That's all I know.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right,
We
that's
sure
good.
need
I
to
mean,
get
is
past
like a
this
little
dog.
terrier or like a hound?
It doesn't matter. It's a dog.
I like it.
It's just to get them to do the things they're supposed to do. The dog is coming close to them. It's salivating. There is a scarecrow that is murdering a chipmunk right next to you. The door is open
Simon?
to the house.
Theodore? Oh no, it's different.
Alvin.
Alvin's
Alvin.
he's dead. Still happening.
So I'm gonna go back onto the bike, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, you go onto the door, and I'll distract the dog." And then I rev up the bike,
No
and
problem.
I start just going off
All
in
right.
the other direction.
Okay.
Hey, look at me!
So you're
look at me, you wee wanker!
okay.
No.
So are you two gonna distract? Okay. So you two are gonna try to distract by the motorcycle, and you guys are gonna try to run towards the door. Okay.
Take a
Let's
break
see.
for it.
Looks at you.
Okay. So the dog. It's a bloodhound.
And his name is Rex.
Rex.
He just goes. Starts chasing you.
Yep,
up the
and so
bike.
you're on the motorcycle,
Right
you're on
this
the
way!
motorcycle, and it's following after a la
You
T-Rex.
look in the mirror and
I guess getting farther and
objects
closer and
maybe
closer.
It's just
Yeah, as you guys are running, let's see if the scarecrow notices your movement Does not. So you make your way to the door, and a very strong odor hits you of rotting flesh. It's almost hard for you to keep your breath. And you see there is a bit of fur that looks like a rabbit leg. And you recognize.
I was just gonna say, do I recognize this?
You recognize that as you look up, there is the smashed face of your cousin, Ugly Rabbit.
Oh no, ugly.
You don't know that. You're on a motorcycle.
We're driving around on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And you're like looking
I have
at
a
the.
premonition. Ugly is dead.
Oh.
And then I'm just like, I know, like in Dune.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
Or in a lot of movies.
Hey,
It's gonna rule.
it's gonna be so good.
Dan
So
Torrance has a psychic knowledge.
yeah. So you're rocked by this image of Ugly screaming as being chopped up alive.
Yeah. It's fucked up. You know it's gonna be 2 movies now?
Yeah.
Dune? Yeah, good.
Okay. So.
Star Wars should have been 2 movies.
Okay. So you see it.
Anyway.
You see it there, and you look up and it's in the kitchen, and there you see the back of Mr. McGregor, and he is swinging his cleaver, and he is chopping something up. Okay, so you see that. We cut to you guys are trying to run the motorcycle
yeah,
around.
we're running. I'm running the motorcycle around, and then I turn it because the dog is chasing us, right?
Yeah, bounding at
And
you.
I turn it, and then I aim it right at the scarecrow.
Yeah.
And then I grab Renton, and we both jump off into the snow.
And it's very easy for him to pick me up. I weigh like nothing.
Yeah, you're just a bag of bones.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so your paw gets caught on the handlebar of the bike, and you smash into the scarecrow, and there's a big explosion.
Oh no!
Because Michael Bay took over for this part of
Does the explosion growl like a panther?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. And it starts.
The Gruber style.
Yeah.
Inside of the family.
Yeah, exactly. It starts
That's what it
the
is.
leg of the scarecrow on fire as the dog comes bounding. So you're attached to.
I'm
the
stuck
bike.
on the bike, though.
Yeah, but it's the
Did
fire-
Renton get away?
Let's see.
Did he drop me? Her max.
He did.
Good.
So he went flying into the snow, hits a snowbank, and
Oh shit, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
So you're stuck
Getting
to
out of
the bike
hair, you
by
think?
a rabbit's foot.
Irony is right there. Okay, so you're stuck. Ren gets thrown from the motorcycle, hits a snowbank. Renton, what do? You have.
Well, luckily, thanks to my tank top mask I've created, I'm still warm in my face. When I stand up and I take a look, the snow blindness is difficult to overcome. I probably have to squint me wee eyes just a bit.
Yeah.
What do I see?
You see that the scarecrow's on fire.
Oh shit!
You see that the dog is coming closer and closer to your cousin.
Double shit.
To Dan Torrance. His manuscript is dangerously close to getting burnt.
No! Why did I bring it?
You bring it everywhere in your satchel.
Yeah, just in case I come across an agent.
Yes. Exactly.
Exactly.
Oops! I was doing that.
The agent just looks at it and goes, "This is the worst thing I've ever."
This isn't even worse.
No, this is just letters.
But how do the letters make you feel?
That'd be tight though. Just like a novel that's just fucking gobbledygook, but like, how does it make you feel? Which there's a lot of novels that are kind of like that. A lot of people like James Joyce for some reason. I'm just kidding. James Joyce is great. Okay.
Anyway.
So that's what you see, and then you see the door. You see them petrified at the doorway.
Well, I leap into action as a man with nothing to lose who proves that more and more every day.
Yeah.
I am going to leap full force at the head of that dog.
Okay, but before you do that, you
My
see
feet
out of the corner of
flailing.
your eye a bag of skag.
What? Everything has to stop now.
And it's
Oh shit!
okay.
You ever seen such a beautiful sight?
It's a beautiful dime bag of skag
Yeah.
in rabbit form.
Okay. I'm gonna Lou
Which
Reed's
is
A Beautiful Day.
it's actually just rabbit pellets.
Yeah,
it's just
secret tropes.
It's secret tropes. Yeah, it's of your own poop that you skagged out.
I pooped out of fear.
Yeah.
Moments ago. But due to the residual skagitude of my gastrointestinal tract, I can still get a good high off those tropes.
Okay, so what are you gonna do?
Scraping resin.
You have
With my hands,
slow motion.
the bowl.
You have this like thought in your mind, like you have the dog and the fire, and you're all overwhelmed, and there's that beautiful, beautiful bag of skag.
Yeah.
They can just
In
take
my
you
heart-
to a better place.
You ever held a rabbit who's scared? Their hearts are just.
Yeah, that's you.
That rabbit. Okay, he rips off the tank top. Okay, I'm gonna ball it up.
He's naked.
Yeah, completely naked. I'm also a nudist, and I run to the nearest secret trope. I want to take that skag. I want to put it in my body to pass for later digestion.
So as you reach for it,
Yeah.
you reach out, you grab it, you take it, and in your hands you see that there's nothing there. You just you hit the snowbank so hard that you were concussed, and the skag it disappears in your hand as the dog comes bounding for you with his big mouth, and it starts to bite towards you, and it takes your head and it starts whipping your head across. Your body is thrown this way and that way as your head gets snapped off your body, and the blood goes all over the bag of snow as your body is still bounding and twitching from the nervous system being super activated as the dog is just crunching your skull. And the last thing you see before your body is torn from you is your cousin in the bike, the flame starting to burn his fur.
He's collecting his papers.
Yeah, he's collecting his manuscript papers.
I'm just holding him to me as we're all burning.
Yep, and
You do it as quick, like you see me, you're like,
okay. Yep, and the flame
Not enough
starts.
time.
The flame
No,
starts.
and I take a quick base look back, and then the flames hit me.
The flames begin to engulf you, and they light on fire because it's very old ink that you found in the shed, and it's it has
Well, it wasn't even
flammable-
ink; it was just oil.
It's just oil. It begins to roast you, but the scarecrow is fully flamed, and it's whirling around, and it knocks over into the dog. As the dog starts to get engulfed in this fiery ball of evil scarecrow and rabbit flesh, and the dog.
Oh.
And then I just say,
The dog that
"Remember
ripped
me
that
as the
out."
better writer than I was."
Just doing his damn job.
So we have Renton and Dan are summarily devoured and by flame and dog
Hell yeah.
out in the garden.
hell yeah.
Obi-Wan,
So-
you feel something.
A great disturbance.
As if,
Did McGregor notice any of this? There's been an explosion
millions.
and a fire.
Millions of lives just gone in an instant. Something's wrong. I think it's just us.
We're the only ones left.
Okay, so let's you turn and look, and you see everything. You see your cousins being devoured, ripped to shreds.
My head flying through the air,
Yep.
twirling.
Oh, fuck.
Whirling towards
And when you
oblivion.
turn
I have
around,
a silent scream.
when you turn around and look inside the house, Mr. McGregor has turned around, and there in his kitchen, in the middle, like the butcher block of the kitchen, is a huge rabbit that is made of all the parts of all of your cousins. You see, there's heads sewn on to different parts, and there's 12 different hind legs patched in it. It's a
This
huge.
is like Texas Chainsaw Massacre meets Tusk.
Yep, this is my spooky farmhouse with a very big rabbit story.
This is a bedtime story you tell to your kids.
Yeah, then the rabbit eyes open, all of them, and they are all blood red.
Oh, that's standard, Bunny.
If you strike me down now, I'll be more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
I don't know if you strike me down. I'm pretty sure I just got a few cephalopods or whatever.
Yeah,
Secatropes.
You're right the first time. You're so scared, you're just pooping out cephalopods. just
Squid and
little
octopus.
squids. Just squidding out.
I was holding on to that for
And
later.
the squids are sinking themselves.
So if you're watching, you guys are watching No Dice on the sexyhackers.tv, the stream team. We're here every Monday at 7:30. We are in the middle of an adventure where the half of the party has been killed.
Totally dead.
Totally dead. The other half of the party has just turned around and realized that their own cousins, they're all our rabbits, their own cousins have been butchered, sewn together, and reanimated by Mr. McGregor. And their eyes set upon their last surviving members of the Cottontail family in this area. The rabbit bounds. It's like this. It's probably like 3 feet high. It bounds off the butcher block table and lands on the ground with a huge thud. It's all of its mouth salivating, and they all speak at once in a weird sort of like amalgamation of words at the same. Mr. McGregor looks at you and says,
Oh, all your time your rabbits thought you were so smart, running around my garden. Your little Peter Cottontail with his floppity tail and his little nose, he was the first to die. And now you two will be the last.
So you see that what you saw earlier, Mrs. McGregor, she's in the corner, sitting almost lifeless. She actually looks very gaunt, and you see sort of like there are funeral pictures all around of all of Mr. McGregor's family who have starved to death because the Cottontail family had taken all of the food from the garden, and he has set.
I was a shitty farmer, maybe.
Yes.
I'm not even from around here, dude. I'm from out of town. There's a big family reunion.
Yep.
Like, I'm not part of this. It's my first time even being
You're
here.
now. You goddamn cottontails killed all my family, my 12 children, and my wife. I've been able to reanimate her, but she only says one word.
Is it
Rabbit.
God damn it.
You're gonna die.
Couldn't you have just used all of these decimated rabbits to feed your wife?
Shit.
Ah, shit.
Then I couldn't have got revenge with you. Oh shit, I should have just fed the rabbits to my
I
family.
had a really nice Hassenpfeffer. It sticks to your ribs. It lasts a long time.
How would you know that?
I'm into some kinky shit. I just pooped out cephalopods.
And the rabbit starts jumping towards you. All right, Obi Bun, what do you do?
Is Farmer McEwen McGregor?
McGregor, yeah.
Is he still holding the knife?
Yeah.
I close my eyes and I reach out my hands, trying to pull the knife to me.
Oh wow, that would be a huge knife for a rabbit to hold.
I've got powers.
No.
Oh, I don't have powers.
He holds it really hard, and it's like pulling him. He like drags across the floor, and he just laughs, and he says, "Not today."
You want this, don't ya?
Yeah. Yeah. Biker rabbit.
Yeah, I pull out my sidearm. Because I have one.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, you have a sidearm.
Can we just please say that your sidearm was kept by your foot? Because you're a rabbit.
It's a foot arm. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're
okay.
gonna shoot.
It's like a little ankle.
Yeah.
Side foot?
Anyway, so
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
shoots 22s.
Yeah.
So I'm going for the eyes.
Yeah. Shoot the eyes.
Of
Okay. So it
It won't hurt him otherwise.
No.
it'll hurt, but it won't kill him.
Yeah, so it hits in his cheek, but it's like a pellet gun, and he's like, and he brushes it off. The rabbit jumps towards
Those
towards
blasters are so uncivilized.
you. Yep. Very good. And it bites at Obi Bun.
Oh, I don't like this.
It misses as
Good.
Obi Bun sort of just sidesteps. Yep. You can tell that when he was younger, was very agile, very agile, and now just needs to just merely step aside. Okay.
Biker buddy, help me get the high ground. Toss me up on the table.
I'm doing the fucking tossing. Okay. And I.
All right, you're gonna toss.
And we're gonna do like in Super Mario Brothers, where like one person stands on top of the other. Oh, it doesn't.
That's okay. No, that was it was a premature. I will allow once you fully explain what you're going to do.
When like you're Mario and Luigi in Super Mario
Yes,
Brothers,
yes.
the new one, and then so Luigi's always on the bottom, and Luigi jumps, and then Mario jumps off of his head,
Okay, yeah.
so he can get onto the counter.
So you do a double bun jump, okay?
Unbelievable!
And success. Where were you trying to jump to?
I was trying to jump on the table behind the big
rabbit.
rabbit to get a better angle.
Okay, so just so you're watching at home, and the far end is Mr. McGregor. Then on the butcher table is Obi-Bun on the top, high ground. Then we have the monstrosity rabbit in between Obi-Bun and the biker rabbit.
And outside in the field are our corpses.
Is
Our
just
corpses.
Smoldering in the fire.
Smoldering in the fire.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So then it's the murder rabbit, as we'll call it, murder rabbit. Murder rabbit.
Ridiculous call it Frankenstein's Bunster.
Yes, the Frankenstein's Bunster, the murder rabbit. It bites towards you and misses. But gets onto your leather jacket and you wrestle it aside, and it doesn't break the skin. The teeth just fall out of it because they're just so old.
Oh God.
Yeah.
They're stuck in the jacket.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Mr. McGregor, he is just watching because he wants to see. Yeah. He wants his monstrosity. Okay, so in the garden, is there something that you guys are trying? You guys are whispering. Is there something that you want to do?
No.
Maybe.
I mean,
know.
like, everything seems to be happening just fine. They're not in any serious danger, so they don't need any kind of Deus Ex Machina to happen just yet.
Yeah,
Okay,
but like
so-
if they
Just
did,
like
I
if
want
they
you to know
did.
something
Okay,
already.
okay,
We
so
are
you're holding your action. Whenever you want to, just say, whatever you need to do.
That's exactly what I said. I was like, dynamic entry. Anytime we need to next door.
Yep, boom. Okay. All right, very good. Okay, Obi-Bun, you're behind the murder rabbit.
Is there anything else on the butcher table I can use?
Yeah, there's needles and thread and a whole bunch of like soldering tools
Wait.
and like
Okay, so
paring knives.
He said sodomy.
actual Ewan is gonna say, "Hey, old man, you might need this," and pulls out his antique sword laser thing. I stole it. Sorry, and then tosses it to him, not lit,
Okay.
so I won't cut him in half.
Well, let's see if I can catch it.
You
Even with the force.
okay, let's see if so it misses. It goes towards Mr. McGregor and he's reaching for it. Let's see if you can use the force to pull it in.
Come back to me.
Yes.
Yes!
So the force, you pull it to you and it turns on. Are you ready to act? What do you want to do?
Well, I've got the high ground on Frankenstein's Bunster, so
Yep.
I'm going to jump down and slice it.
Yep, like Obi-Wan should have done in Revenge of the Sith.
Got it right now.
You jump down, you go from head, and you fall down and just burn a huge gash through your cousin's and just acrid, putrid
They were like
flesh.
brothers to you.
It sears and it smell overwhelms your nose, but the rabbit collapses and falls to the ground, and its last dying gasps as teeth fall out and eyes pop this way and that, and just like hair is falling off because it was just stitched together, and Mr. McGregor screams as if his own soul, which he attached to this monstrosity, is starting to and you see like his heart, like by his heart is like his skin begins to turn like black and dead.
He's not wearing a shirt.
No.
This is a hard accent to do with the Scottish.
Sound like Hook.
Okay, Biker Rabbit, you used your turn already by throwing it.
Yeah.
You interjected. Mr. McGregor has got his cleaver in his
So he's
hand.
like, though I am slightly buoyed by the fact that now all your relatives are in fact dead.
Again.
Again, so.
But all his hard work, he literally
But still.
gave up his soul to put his part of his soul into this rabbit
Also, I
monstrosity.
really like that dog.
Yes. That dog was the one good thing he had left.
I thought the dog was fine. Oh, did it burn up?
Oh, the dog is definitely dead.
Oh,
It's super burned out.
that's not my fault.
Okay. So, Ewan McGregor, oh my gosh, begins going towards the rabbits and swings. This might be a good time. I don't know if you were thinking about doing something. The butcher blade comes down and it's about to sever the back of the neck of Obi-Wan Kenobi, whoosh, and it cuts right through his head as his bathrobe falls to the ground, and he is one.
Farmer McGregor pokes around at it with his foot because he's not sure if this.
He's not sure if it's gone.
On the counter.
And because he's berserking, he has another action to try to Jason. He's got cleave because he's got a cleaver, and he swings at the biker.
What is he going to do 2PK?
What?
He swings at the biker.
I don't.
And it lands right next to it, and it gets lodged in the wood floor, and he begins trying to pull it up.
That's when, out of the corner of the back door of the farmhouse, comes an army of conies. A
Coney
coney
troopers.
army. Led by a single rabbit, a quarrelsome Scottish rabbit, who likes to fight with 2 beer glasses in his hand, named Commander Begbie. Begbie!
And the rabbits begin, right? These are like
Yes,
little,
and it's like the clone army.
yeah,
clone troop, whatever, cloning troop.
And they start to like go,
Cloning army.
they sort of go up his leg and surround him as his body's becoming more and more necrotic, as they're biting and chewing into it and devouring into him. As they surround him, you see his body fall to the ground in this sort of black ash. As the clone rabbit army,
Coney rabbit.
the clone
troopers.
the clone troopers have
Coney.
won the day,
Attack of the conies.
and in the windowsill,
And Begbie, you cunts.
in the windowsill behind the body of the farmer, you see 3 ghosts. Force ghosts appear.
Yes, Obi-Wan, Obi-Wan,
Obi-Wan,
Obi-Wan.
and Renton, and
And
Denzel.
Denny from another movie.
Yeah.
Just like kind of standing
Just be a
there
different
from
character.
another movie.
You're Danny from The Shining instead of Dan from Back to Sleep.
Yeah.
It's like,
And
wait,
you're
what?
like,
Why is?
Red rum,
Uh,
We all not approving.
And
of
you
that.
not approve. You
Nobody
don't say
gets
any.
that.
You don't say anything. You just they're nodding.
Danny from the, he just does this.
Yeah. And the only one that survives is Biker Rabbit, except that there is one head of the monstrous Frankenbunster is still animated and alive and bites at Biker Rabbit. Let's see. Yes! Bites into your neck.
Punch him,
and
it's too late.
you punch the rabbit off you, but it rips the skin off your neck, and it's just gushing blood everywhere as you slowly bleed out on the floor.
And
The ghosts are now shaking their head
Yes.
at this point.
And then all of a sudden appears another ghost. It's the Biker Rabbit. All 4 have achieved well, actually, they didn't really. No, I mean, it was really just the clone
Yeah, I
rabbits.
died viciously. I didn't really do anything.
But
Is
all.
it the ghost of you? Your head's all caved in?
But all.
Yeah, I'm all fucked up. I'm all fucked up ghosts.
And ugly-
The 2
and-
parts of me holding.
Ugly Rabbit's there, and he's like still ugly. He's not doesn't go back to his like not ugly self.
Yeah.
And you have, although you have defeated the evil Farmer McGregor.
And we're not hungry anymore.
Is there like a little frog just like watching this whole thing saying, "Take gun these Coney wars"?
Yes, exactly. And then Star Wipe to 15 years later, and the garden is flourishing, and it's a lovely pastoral scene where.
And El Camino sits in the garage.
Planet where they made
That's right. And also a mashup of Breaking Bad. El Camino. Okay. And everything's right in the world. There's rabbits all over the place. They're eating everything. There's no more humans left on this planet. There's only rabbits.
They're all doing the rabbit dance.
And that's the story of the spooky farmhouse and the big rabbits. Big thanks to Nick, to Dave, Liv, our special guest Dan Pappas. And the crew on there. My name is James Bolin. We're here every Monday, 7:30 p.m. on SexyHackers.tv. A big shout out to Sexy Hackers and everybody who is watching and gave us some awesome stuff. Before we sing this theme song, I want you to throw out a location and a monster. So for next week, so we have some time, there's a lag. So while we're singing the song, throw out a monster and a location for us for next week. If you liked a spooky farmhouse with a very big rabbit, what else do you want to see? Okay? Toss out a monster and a location. Are you ready for this, Brian?
Sure.
Here we go.
And that's the
Game we call No Dice. We hope that you thought it was nice. Not sufficiently enticed. Tell all of your friends. Though we play with silent glass, it's you who makes this game kick ass. So to you we raise our glass.
You can buy this at sexyhacker.com.
Come play with us again.
James, I wanted a T-shirt.
Absolutely. Okay. If you'd like a T-shirt, you can go to sexyhackers.com. And you can get awesome T-shirts like the one that I have on right now, which is one that's a Pokemon themed one.
That's a cool shirt.
Yep. You can go there. They are the awesome sponsors. There's lots of cool things that happen on the Sexy Hackers stream team on Mondays, every Monday. Every Monday, Turn the Page Fun is a new chapter in Turn the Page Fun.
Yep.
Every Wednesday is Who Let Me Read This. And then every week there's a new episode of All Arcadians, which is the new podcast here on the Sexy Hacker stream team. A big thanks to everybody who's watching. Next week we have a closed blockbuster and what is it?
A gin.
It's like a genie.
Okay, a gin and a
Somebody's
closed
been watching The
blockbuster.
Witcher.
Thank you for that. Thank you, Dilly Pickles, for the location.
I think could the closed blockbuster be in fact
in Sandusky, Ohio. I think that would be very good. So it's a closed blockbuster in Sandusky, Ohio, with a gin. So if you like the shirts, buy one. Because that's what helps keep this awesome broadcast on the air.
And you get 20% off.
Boom. If you put in the code word,
No dice.
no
with
dice,
no
you get
spaces.
20% off. Big thank you. Happy holidays. We'll see you in the new year for all new stories. I had a great time being back in the seat. Thank you for playing and just fucking being great.
We are pretty fucking great.
Have a great night, everybody, and we hope to see you next week. Thanks, Dan. I really appreciate it. You're really awesome, Dan. I thank you.
I'm available most Mondays now. Please have me back.
Ooh, sass.
I am available most Mondays, he says.
I am available, period.
Next
Please, I'm
next
desperate.
week on January 6th, we have Pat Guiney. Local comedian and musician Pat Guiney.
Very
That's
talented
not
guy.
me.
What?
That's not me.
Nope, that's not you.
Ah, what a bummer.
That's a bummer.
Maybe
But we'll
next
get you
time.
back in there, Dan Pappas. My name is James. That's Nick. That's Dave. That's Liv. That's Dan. That's Brian. And Jason's over there. If I don't get to see you, I'll catch you on the flip side.
Flip side down. Bye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye. Get
Get
out.
out of here.
It's
I'll
over.
cut you.
I wish my button worked.